travel blogger on a mission to visit every Minnesota town.
It really is truly a culmination of all my passions.
And the Timberwolves kick off their new season in Portland. We'll have highlights.
This is Fox 9 News at 9.
Our top story tonight, several people met with police and community leaders in St. Paul to share their concerns over racist flyers.
This comes as investigators try to track down whoever is responsible. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni was at the meeting tonight, and Mike, the flyers targeted Black and Somali people.
And Kelsey and Randy, they were so vile, we really can't even show you what was on them. Investigators say they turned up in several spots around Merriam Park, and police say that this isn't the first time they've seen something like this. Investigators say they found nearly 24 flyers scattered on the ground in 4 neighborhoods. We had to blur them here to put them on TV. One of the flyers featured a photo of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with a racist twist on one of his famous quotes. We spoke with one man who found the flyers in his neighborhood, and he says it made him sick. The mayor also spoke tonight here at Bethlehem Lutheran Church.
I didn't think that kind of stuff was a part of the way we were here in St. Paul, where I've lived my whole life. I didn't really think that people were really like that anymore.
If we're being honest, we might never know who put up those terrible, horrible, racist flyers. But we know what they were trying to do. They were trying to get us to turn against each other.
And police say they're still trying to figure out whether a crime happened here. They say tossing flyers on the ground could constitute either littering or trespassing. We'll, of course, keep you posted. For now, we're live in St. Paul. Mike Manzoni, Fox 9.
New details in the weeks-long vandalism investigation at Temple Israel in Minneapolis. Police now say these two pictured on your screen are their prime suspects. According to police, they were riding bikes and wearing dark-colored hoodies, blue surgical gloves, and masks. They're accused of spray painting hateful messages on the temple on October 8th, one day after the anniversary of the October 7th attack. If you have any information or surveillance video, please call police.
Arson charges now filed against a Fridley man for throwing Molotov cocktails at an ice cream shop in northeast Minneapolis. Faromsa Umar faces 2 counts of arson now. Somebody threw a lit Molotov cocktail at Fletcher's Sunday night and again the following afternoon. Witnesses were able to give police a description of the suspect, the vehicle he drove off in, and its license plate number. Police found a car a couple of miles away and pulled it over. And according to the criminal complaint, Umar was inside that vehicle with a red gas can on the passenger seat.
Let's head outside now. Live look at Eden Prairie, where the clouds have cleared for the most part. The winds have started to subside, right? Chief Meteorologist Ian Leonard tracking the future of our weather for the next couple days.
Yeah, you know, the last couple of days, not great. I used the term yucky, sort of summed everything up with the big time wind and the rain and the clouds and the cooler temperatures. Today, we were cooler than average. Wasn't overly warm. But man, when the sun popped out after the noon hour, we topped out at 50. Sunshine brought plenty of smiles, below average by 5 degrees. We'll remedy that as we head toward the weekend. But overnight, things are going to get a mite bit chilly. We'll talk about frost area-wide for most areas in the area.
Is that widespread area?
That's we're just talking about the area within the area, in the overall area.
Okay.
I can picture it.
Yeah, you can picture the area. 42 degrees right now. Look at the dew point at 30. Gives you an idea with a dropping wind and a clear sky, how far the temperature can drop. Frost possibilities across, wait for it, the entire area. That's tomorrow morning and again on Friday morning. Then we'll turn the winds out of the southeast, coupled with sunshine, warming up nicely this weekend. But of course, it's October. It's late October, and you're expecting a change. And I've got one as things turn a little wet and unsettled early next week. We'll talk about that for the area coming up here at 9:30.
All right. Thanks, Ian. Well, a new reward for information in the disappearance of a teenager. Then 15-year-old Nevaeh Kingbird was last seen in Bemidji 4 years ago today. Police say that Kingbird was last seen wearing a black or a red sweatshirt with a bull logo, blue jeans, and black and red Nike sandals. Now a $10,000 reward is being offered for information in her case through a state initiative for cases involving missing and murdered Indigenous relatives. Please call Bemidji Police with any information.
New tonight, some of the shelves at a popular grocery store in northeast Minneapolis are bare after someone tampered with their refrigeration system overnight.
Eastside Food Co-op says that thieves stole critical piping from the roof of their store. All of their frozen food, meats, and dairy had to be thrown away. Fox 9's Leon Purvis joining us now. And Leon, it's created a huge headache, not just for the store, but all of their customers that rely on them as well.
Kelsey, Randy, certainly a headache for sure. And this is what it looks like inside the Eastside Food Co-op. They have caution tape on the refrigerated section and empty frozen shelves. The marketing manager said it could be days before they're back online.
Any sort of cut or washed vegetable that needs to be refrigerated, gone. All the dairy, all of our meats, all the frozen foods.
Inside the Eastside Food Co-op, posted signs tell customers what happened around 4:30 Wednesday morning. Someone stole piping from the roof of the store.
They gained access to one of our exterior spaces and found a ladder and actually got up there that way.
Workers made the discovery when they arrived at 5 a.m.
We found bolt cutters in the alley. They left the ladder there. They ditched their bike because they came in on a bicycle. And they left the condenser unit.
Marketing manager Tucker Garrick says the co-op serves about 1,000 people a day, and they're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars not being able to sell or restock frozen food. The impact doesn't stop there. Eastside's go-to deli section is closed down. Customers can't use its online grocery system. Now they have to figure out how to get rid of the bad food.
A lot of this stuff is just fine until it stays warm for a certain amount of time, and we want to make sure that it's safely destroyed.
Now, Eastside Food Co-op will keep their normal store hours as they deal with this, and customers can still buy non-frozen food. We're told the co-op hopes to have everything back up and running by the weekend. Minneapolis police are investigating, but so far, no arrests have been made. Live in studio, Leon Purvis, Fox 9.
Oh, well, we hope they can get that back up and running soon. Thanks, Leon. Well, tomorrow, the union that represents Minneapolis teachers plans to vote on whether or not to authorize a strike. This after a deal was not reached in their latest mediation session. Teachers are asking for better pay, smaller class sizes, and limits on workloads for special ed staff. This comes less than 18 months since ratifying their last deal. The last time Minneapolis teachers went on strike, it was 2022.
New tonight, public comment tonight on whether or not the Hamm's Brewery Company should be historically preserved. That brewery was founded back in 1865 in St. Paul's Dayton's Bluff neighborhood. It served countless guests before closing in 1997. Those for the historic preservation say it would keep the brewery's heritage, character, and magic alive.
The Hamm site has been drawing sightseers for over 100 years. I have many memories of the brewery myself, having raised my children right in the same block almost, and it's just been part of my life for a long time. I even rode to work with my father, who was a truck driver, and remember backing up to the dock and looking up at the building and just being in awe of the structure itself.
Meantime, those against the designation have said the space could be used for parking or housing. Still ahead tonight, 2 elementary schools are set to close in Hudson. We reported on that for you just a couple weeks ago. But where will those students from those schools go? Also, the Timberwolves' regular season kicking off tonight, and we'll be tracking them closely coming up. And mobility dogs here in Minnesota are championed by a familiar face of the hit show Breaking Bad.
Fox Local is how you stream Fox 9 on your TV for free.